Welcome back. Time now to meet a woman who proves that you can have a career, you can be a mother, and you can still follow your passion for racing.
My name is Mahope, known as Mo83. I am a mother of 3, married. I'm an accountant. So I work Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. Which is a hectic part of my days. Is taking the kids to school, working month end, working late, and weekend. I had fun. I enjoy riding, I enjoy racing, and I enjoy riding and racing a Ducati bikes.
Wow, I must be honest with you. Your whole life revolves around racing. I mean, we in our house we talk about racing from 7 days a week, from Monday to Monday. We eat, sleep, breathe racing. Television is racing. We at the track almost every week. So our life is basically racing. That's what it means.
I started racing 4 years ago, 2016, and I've been on the road, riding motorbike, using a motorbike to commute to and from work. And I one day went on a trip with a couple of guys and friends. We enjoyed Nelspruit, Sabi roads, and then a friend of mine advised me to actually, the way I look comfortable on the curves, mountainous curves, and then he said, you know what, you could enjoy track. So I started riding track, and then it was the end of it. Then I started following the sport, and I fell in love with the sport, and the passion developed to start racing.
Well, the first thing that came to my mind was, woman, are you okay up there? Because, I mean, racing, let alone, just motorbikes is dangerous according to where I come from. But later I actually warmed up to it because I saw some potential in her, and I saw that she was actually serious about those things. So I said, okay, why not? Let's go for it. I'll support you all the way. I have thought about racing, but you know what? When I sat with my wife and I saw that actually she was more talented and more committed than me, I said, you know what? Let the best one out of the two go for it. And that's when I considered, and she went ahead.
I'm currently racing a Ducati V2. What I think of the V2 compared to the V4, I was on the V4 late last year, beginning of the year, and I enjoy the power, but it was so intimidating. With the V2, it's comfortable, it's an easy to ride bike, and I fell in love, and I don't think I'll race any other bike. So sometime last year, how I got into being part of the Ducati racing family. We were at an event. It was a casual bikers event of Paragon. So I went there. There were a race and social element of bikers together. And then we were at the Midval circuit, and they had a short race for beginners, intermediate, and obviously professional racers. So I took part, and then my bike broke, and fortunately the Ducati family and the Ducati boss was there. Thank you, yours. And then he saw me, and he said he saw the potential, and I just needed a good bike. And then he offered me sponsorship.
Well, we went to the Midval track day that Rendani organized. There was a lot of people, and it was a good race. But close to the end of the race, bike broke down. And I felt for her. You could see that the Suzuki was never going to go anywhere. And I decided to sponsor her bike. She's a good rider with a lot of talent. She just needed a good bike. And I'm sure that she's also doing justice to the brand after that. She's a good rider.
Adapting to the Ducati was, I thought it was going to be as difficult because I come from a 600 racing. I was racing a 600 before, but for me to adopt didn't take me that long. So I just got on the Monster V4, which was very scary, but I adapted. I think we gelled more, even though the power is intimidating. But then as soon as I got onto the V2, I enjoyed it. I was comfortable.
I never stop getting nervous. Every time she gets onto the track, I'm nervous. Races are even worse. I lose it. Some people who know me probably see me running up and down on pit lane. I just can't help myself. I Some people think I may do it on purpose, but it's my way of getting rid of the nerves. Every time she gets onto that track and every time she races, it just, yeah, I lose a couple of years all the time.
In general, well, in the beginning it was scary. I remember my little one, who is 11 now, where she was, a few years ago, she was a bit scared. Every time I went to the track, she would tell me, "Mommy, please don't crash," as if I planned crashing. So in the beginning it was a bit scary, but then they got to support, and then it was, you know, what I needed. I mean, for you to do something that you love, you need the support of the family, and from my husband to the kids, they are with me every time I'm on the circuit, which is good, I'm blessed.
Oh, she's a very friendly person, and her husband, of course, he enjoys maybe motorcycle racing more than she does off the track, but she's always at the shop, always entertaining the customers, very friendly, and yeah, she does the brand well. Whenever she's got a time available, she'll come fetch a Ducati and take it to one of their rides, and at least give us some good sponsorship through the brand. Yeah.
I would say, if you love something, if you're passionate about something, no matter how scary it is, do what you love. Follow the passion, follow, whether it's by going onto the internet, stalking someone that you admire, who inspires you, and try it and see, because you'll never know. I mean, you can't give up on something that you haven't been. You can't be scared of a bike because you haven't been on a bike. Get on a bike. If you love something, do it.
Good luck to Mo for the coming season, 2021. She certainly looks like she has more than enough talent to frighten some of the other Ducati riders on the grid. And I think it's worth adding a genuine big up to her husband James for putting his own ego aside and supporting her in this racing adventure. Right, time for another break, then a visit to World of Motorcycles.